Let me introduce my...
안녕. 열하인. Enough. I am...
So we're gonna try wiping out Dorne and then calling it from there, but we'll see. Getting pretty tired, so it might not happen at all. Or like the whole wiping out Dorne might not happen tonight. But we're getting closer and closer, so
I don't think we have met. Enough. Enough.
um so yeah, I'll go ahead and describe it. So you start off as a peasant. Um, and you pretty much like loot. You you either you start off as a peasant with very little gear. You fight battles, and then you kind of get like armor, food, and troops to kind of do your battles. Over time, with more battles and like battles, you get more experience for your troops to level them up and get stronger troops. And then once you kind of get stronger troops, like you either do quests early on to kind of get money, so that you could kind of like continue recruiting troops, and you level up like your skills so you could actually have like more people in your army. Um, there's a lot, there's quite a bit to it. I'm gonna try to explain it as best as I can, but so yeah, you do a lot of like quests, you do a lot of like battles, then that kind of like levels up your skill points. um I'll show you kind of once I get out of this battle. I'll kind of show you like different skill points and stuff that your character could get to kind of grow their army. But eventually you have like clan levels, which you level up. That gives you more troops that you could add to your army, but it also gives you like perks. You could like recruit companions that eventually either form into parties, or they manage like your garrisons and castles. So they kind of have benefits of their own. They have perk points. You could then like, once you get to the point of starting the kingdom, which I'm in the kingdom right now, you could assign like your companions to rule different like cities and towns, and they'll have like armies of their own that you could then add to your army, so you could have like more people to do battles. Right now we're doing a siege to try to take this castle. You have to build these like the siege towers and then the catapults in order to destroy their catapults, and also get like an advantage by using their siege towers, these that will allow your troops to climb up and then eventually attack. And then I don't know, the main objective is just continue doing battle and war, but my objective personally is to try to conquer the whole world, which I like to always try to do. But yeah, you could either form your own kingdom late game, or you could kind of like have a leader, and that leader will then go to war and start gotta make decisions early on. And then sometimes you have the chance where if that leader ends up passing away or dying, you might have the chance of taking over. But yeah, it's pretty much it's like a RPG war leveling up game that also simulates having armies. You can have different type of troops. Some are melee. Some have shields. With the better they have, or the better, stronger troops you get, the more different weapons they have. Like some of these guys have like throwing spears. Some of them have like bow and arrows, as well as melee. But like there's certain type of specific troops that you could kind of follow down the what is it? Down the skill line. You could either get infantry, which are like foot troops with shields and swords mostly, so they're mostly melee. You get archers and crossbowmen, which are range, or yeah. And then you could have two type of cavalry. One is horse archers, and then another one is like melee archers. And then the rare troop, like your companions you could take into battle with you, who are like specialized characters that you pay more money for, but you end up gearing them out. You put different type of gear on them and then give them their weapons, and they level up to get better weapons and stuff, by just fighting and doing different errands and stuff. So I think I kind of summed it up for the most part. I mean, I could kind of I want to get too in depth with the game because there's a lot that you can do. Um, there's a lot to this game, but I wanted to kind of like give you like a very generic kind of description of what you can do in this game. So yeah, you pretty much go from like peasant, like regular village, kind of no gear, and you gotta kind of work your way up with better gear and kind of leveling up your perks and all that. And then eventually you will have the opportunity to grow your army and be able to manage bigger armies as you kind of level up. But this is also modded too, so this isn't the base game. This is a House of Dragon, or not a House of Dragon, Game of Thrones remix, or like mod for Bannerlord. Uh, so here, like, now that we took over this castle, you could go to the dungeon, you could donate prisoners to the dungeons that will also defend it, but you also get a garrison where you can put your troops into your castle and they'll also defend it for when you get different like clans or kingdoms that want to come try to steal your castles and cities, because that happens. Like right now I'm at war with like 4 other kingdoms, so I'm trying to kind of knock them out so that I could eventually not be in war because they're constantly wagering war on me. So I'm trying to focus on destroying one kingdom, which is Dorne. This is kind of stats, like it kind of shows you your strength. So here's my strength, for example. Here's their strength. I've been kind of weakening them over time. This is the amount of casualties I've inflicted. Prisoners versus theirs. My towns versus their towns and stuff like that. Just certain situations. Here's your character that you create. And you get all these perks. What's it called? Let's see. So yeah, you get different perks which you level up. If you want more information on how to level them up, you click on this and it kind of gives you a little bit of a brief description. Help wounded soldiers heal in settlements. That's how you learn. This bow and arrow, shoot enemies with a bow and arrows, perform difficult shots for it from a long distance or whatever. So that gives you different perks for these. So you level these up, and here's like your specific skill that allows you to have more troops in your party, which you want to focus on leveling this, and this also gives you very different benefits that helps you like manage your armies as well as charm. So these three main perks are for like army management. Here, medicine just kind of helps you with like being able to replenish your troops faster and less troops die in battle. So that's also another good perk. Then you just get like your actual fighting perks. Like the more you fight with whatever strategy you do, one-handed, two-handed, pole arms, bows, throwing. So you have various different type of weapons you could use to level up those perks. So that's kind of how it goes. But yeah, you start, like I said, you start off very, very basic, like a pretty much like a farmer. And your job is to try to build yourself up. Let's see. Oops. Uh, huh. So right there, I pretty much destroyed all their siege weapons, which is gonna allow me to do a better attack without getting my men attacked. What I do, I have siege weapons on my field, so they're doing more damage.
bastards!
So we are ending it here as we drop our keyboard on the ground. In the meantime, you get to listen to my cat do some ASMR eating. Get the food. Come on, get the food. Num num num. Get it. No, you don't like the mic. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna call it here. I didn't get to take out Dorn, but we'll do that probably later today. We got most of it conquered. We got the east, and then this is everything we conquered today. So the only shitty thing is that we're pretty much constantly in freaking wars with everyone. All these freaking people. So annoying. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. GG's.